So today I'm going to show you guys how to have this view and to live in the Hollywood Hills for absolutely $0, and that is by living in your car. So I usually start my morning off every morning coming to this Planet Fitness. It's a place where it's not too high profile, so if you don't have a membership, you can kind of just finesse it. I usually just walk by kind of fast and confident, and they don't really say anything, and if they do say anything about your membership, you can just be like, oh, I left my keys in the locker room, I'm just gonna run to the locker room. Boom, go ahead, you're good to shower. And also it's 24 hours, so you never have to worry about being too late, or if you come back from a video shoot late at night, I can always just pull up, shower, and then go to sleep. And if you really want to finesse it, you can even stay in the parking lot, because the parking lot is a 24-hour parking lot, because the business is 24 hours. So therefore they don't know which cars are actually inside or just chilling here. So Planet Fitness is definitely one of those places. If you are living in your car and you are trying to just hustle it out, this is the spot. So the second most crucial place I would say is Ralph's. Ralph's is a grocery store out here in LA, and it's pretty cheap if I'm being honest. You can get the essentials for what you need usually for under $5 a meal. So at the end of the day, you're spending $15 a day and you're not paying rent. So $15 really isn't too much. So usually what I get after I take a shower, I come to Ralph's and I get two things. I get an avocado, and it's like this roll from the bakery. It's like $1, the avocado is like $1.50. So altogether I'm spending like $2.50 for a meal that'll last me at least until after lunch, maybe even to dinner time. Make sure to get two of these. I will show you why in a second. So one of the next things you're gonna wanna get is that bakery thing I was talking about. Sometimes I get like it's like a cheese roll, and it has like jalapenos in it. And like I said, I think it's like $1. Just left Ralph's. The total ended up being $2.65. It's not much, but it will do the job. This will keep me full for at least 4 or 5 hours or so. All right, so now I'm gonna show you how I make this shit without any of the necessary tools to do so. So you start with your avocado. Honestly, you can use anything with a hard surface. I don't really have a fork or anything, so I'm gonna use this water cap. I'm gonna just press it down the whole thing. It's not very pretty, but it'll cut it open. Once it's like most of the way there, you can kind of just split it. I use this little thing as a plate so I don't get it all dirty. This is probably, all my friends that see me do this, they're like, this is the most ghetto shit I've ever seen you do. But living in your car, it makes you resourceful. You kind of learn how to like use everything to like, I would just throw that cap away. I would never use that for anything. And this is what I said the other bag was for. You squeeze everything out of this guy so it's empty. Boom, boom. Put that in the bottom. If you want, you could go to like a restaurant and get like salt and pepper or like some spices or something, and then you kind of just like mash it up till it's like soft enough. Now we got guacamole, and then with this guy, I usually have a knife or something, but you can kind of just split this, and you just bite a little hole in that, and then just use it like you're like icing a cake or something, and just start to squeeze that bitch out of there. Like I said, if you have a knife, you can stuff it down, but you can just kind of squeeze it through. There you go, there's your avocado toast. In a minute. Come on, man. You gotta do what you can. What the fuck I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna teach you guys how to park and where some of the best spots to park are. Let's do it. There's like 3 things that you need, like 3 skills to do this. I would say one of them for sure, you have to be optimistic. Like, this is something where like you are in control of how the experience goes. So if you're someone that's not very optimistic, you're not gonna have a very comfortable time during it, and you're not gonna be willing to try to find the better solution if there is one. Another thing, you have to be dedicated to it. You have to be able to understand the process and know that it's gonna get easier as time goes on. It's gonna be more and more comfortable to live like this. And then lastly, probably just be a problem solver. Be someone who knows how to be quick with their mind and also good with their hands, so you can fix something if necessary, or if something goes wrong, you're always ready to and able to fix it. And then other than that, it's really just about having fun with it and not letting the hard stuff get the best of you, you know? So right now I'm gonna take you guys to one of my favorite spots to park at. I try to park here as much as I can. It's just there's a really nice view there, and it's super peaceful. Kind of just like, you kind of forget that you're even staying in a car, and you feel like you have a mansion in the hills. So this is one of my favorite spots to park at. I'm up in the Hollywood Hills right now, and it's a little secluded spot with probably one of the craziest views I've seen of LA. And it's nice to have a luxury like this when you're doing something like sleeping in your car and just trying to thug it out, because this is something where at the end of the day, when you come here and you can just eat a meal in the back of your trunk and just have this like moment of silence with like the entire world. It's like, it's so peaceful and it's so refreshing. And that's one of the things that's kind of gonna keep you motivated through this whole process, is like using this to better yourself and not just to get by, using it as an experience where it's gonna turn you into a better person and make you work better, or just make you financially smarter, you know, that type of stuff. So I guess here we'll start with this. This is my bed. I made this bed for about, I'd say $60 in total. I bought a bunch of these eggshell thingies, stacked them on top of each other, threw a blanket on top, and then I bought this comforter that was on sale at Ross for like $16 or something. And it came with a pillowcase. I got a pillow for about $3 at Walmart. And yeah, it works as a nice bed. It keeps you off the floor, but you don't feel like the hardness. And I've personally had a good ass sleep. So far, so good. I picked up these little crates at Target for, I think they were $11 each. This is where I keep all my clothes at. It's really important when you're doing something like this to minimize your belongings to just exactly what you need. A lot of times you want to have like everything that you might need. This is something where like you kind of just take the necessities, take one pair of black pants, one pair of brown pants, a couple pairs of shorts, a couple of your favorite shirts, and you kind of just make it work. So I'd say this is probably one of the best parts about living in your car, is that you can park up anywhere, and it's really nice to just park up next to a nice view. This is one of my favorite spots to stay at. I kind of just, sometimes I let this thing open and I just lay out and look out for a couple hours and listen to some music, and it's pretty relaxing. And so I try to find a nice spot like this as much as I can. Sometimes if I have something to do the next day, I'll park in the city, but this is one of the best things about doing this right here.